I'm moving mad. Welcome to the Outtake Show, the show that gives us the land's opinions within the movie and TV world. Got the wholesome most young and Junes in the building. We also got Machiavelli, the silent assassin. Run with me. Yes. If you can't tell by the title, we will be reviewing The Testament, episode 4. Episode 4. What is happening for episode 4? What are our thoughts? Well, first of all, you had some predictions last episode.
I told you she was gay.
I have to sound clip that. That's an insert sound back.
I told you she was gay.
You said
I
that
told
fair
you
loud.
she was gay. No, because look,
Sorry, go ahead.
my gaydar is actually impeccable. It's mad.
Perfect.
It was so on point. You were like, is she though? That's why when people saying Rocky is a homoerotic relationship with Grace, I don't know about that one. But this one,
She gay. You're
gay. Who says I'm gay? You are gay.
You was right. What's her name? Becca.
Becca.
Yeah, it's confirmed that Becca. Sorry, my bad. She is filling Angus very well. This episode is very different.
Agnes.
Agnes, I said it wrong.
Agnes. You said Angus.
Oh, Angus.
Agnes.
Sorry,
So
Agnes.
yeah, that's the opening scene. We come back and we're hearing a voiceover from Daisy talking about the whole adapting to life.
Another thing you got right. Daisy took over. She said,
My turn,
"My
bitch.
show. This is my show now."
I told you she's the protagonist.
Bare
I did
voiceover.
say she was the protagonist.
Yeah.
It was her story, but we get a perspective of her adjusting to the whole life in Gilead. We find out about the florist, who's one of the part of the Mayday resistance.
It seems like there's a few of them that are looking around. They're planning to do a big thing.
Yeah.
And we discovered that Daisy's like the main person because one of the security guard made it clear like we never got this close before, and you're the closest person to the head commander because you're friends with these group of girls. So it's like they'll see Daisy's like tripping out because she's seeing dead bodies now and she's panicking because the florist
came over and was like, they're coming on to me, I'm freaked out. And then as soon as like they're going to Agnes's parents' house, one of the head commanders, bodies hanging.
Yeah, so she's tripping.
Strange fruit hanging.
Yeah, and she's like,
but she's not. Billie Holiday was telling the truth though. Strange fruit. she was spin bars.
For real. And I guess she's now tripping and she wants to come out. She wants to leave as soon as possible. They're saying, yo, we need you. So she's trying her best to get information as quickly as possible.
And she's doing the thing of like following almost the lifestyle that the women within Gilead are actually doing, which is like repressing a lot of their emotions in order to survive.
Yeah.
Which is really crazy because that's what a lot of women have to do anyway.
But this TV series is too
close to home. Yeah.
I was watching a documentary. I can't remember the name of it. It's escaping me right now. But it's a documentary on Netflix that has been trending, following like the same type of regimen, where it's like these over religious people. It follows this guy that pretends to be a prophet, and he has a bunch of wives. Some of these wives are underage.
I know which one you're talking about.
He's literally had like a whole family give their daughters to him for marriage, and then like I'm watching this like this is disgusting.
And then like they're selling like their daughters off to other people, like it would be like this old ass man. I've seen the documentary.
So I'm like watching this show, I'm like, this is happening right now.
And so when they get to the commander's house, aka Agnes's parents' house, they're having this like tea party ceremony where they have to like bum lick their aunts or the teachers in order to get like really good husbands.
Yeah.
And then like Paula, Agnes's stepmom.
Oh, she's a hater. She's a hater.
She tripped up that poor Miriam.
But she's so complex to me because like it seemed like she loves Angus.
No, she doesn't. She just wants to sell her off.
Oh, she wants to
get rid of her.
Yeah.
She wants to sell her off ASAP.
Yeah.
Because
she sabotages her friend so Angus can get more love and be looked as a bride so she can go out.
And also, like, spoiler, at the I don't know why
it's spoiler, isn't it?
But at the end, right, we get her, like, she had to get her teeth sorted. She's like, oh, you got bad genetics from your mum.
Oh yeah, your genetics gave you weak teeth.
Weak genetics. I'm like, and then Daisy's like, she's got a weak chin. I said, oh,
Daisy about that life.
Yeah.
Daisy about this life.
No, Daisy's been about that life. Let's have a moment for Daisy for real quick.
No, she's on job. Do you think she's gonna confess or like get one of them, because I feel like at some point she's gonna need some of them to help her.
No, but I think she's gonna. Okay, so let's break it down. What happens? So they have the tea, and then like in that time, Agnes is obviously trying to talk to the security guys. Security guys like, I mean, I care about that florist. Bye. And then she starts doing exploring in the house. She meets Agnes's dad.
Yeah.
Because she walks into his office and she's like, oh, sorry, I saw the chocolates and I got really excited.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, Agnes used to really like this when I used to come back from my business trips, but now I don't think she cares.
Yeah.
I think her dad genuinely loves her.
You think so?
Agnes's dad genuinely loves her.
You think he could be like one of the...
I think he's one of the good ones
guys?
Because when she sees the chocolate, she looks at the back and it's like made in Japan. She goes down to the security guy and it's like, bro, look at this.
I got evidence.
And she's like, oh, but like Sweden's neutral. Switzerland's neutral.
Switzerland's
always been neutral.
Yeah.
Always been neutral. But in this situation, it's not Swiss chocolate. It's Japanese.
Yeah.
And so then they're like, wait, so like what's going on in Japan? So obviously he must be a double agent.
He might be involved.
That's why they had to have the two of them together.
Yeah. Do you think Daisy's gonna... Security guard probably have to like talk to him and... They have to suss it out. How do you suss that out?
I don't know.
I guess we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. Because also, within that episode, they're doing this thing where it's like catch the bouquet, but you find the bride in the cake. You eat this cake. There's this like porcelain bride. You eat it, and then you're like basically meant to be the first one that gets married.
Yeah.
And so Agnes eats her cake. She bites into it. Her tooth goes. Her tooth gone.
Yeah.
Has to go to the dentist.
And as we know from the last couple episodes,
that the dentist is who? Becca's dad.
And he's a creep.
He what? He has this. Becca and her dad have the same type. Light skinned shorty with 3C hair.
Freaking hell.
But at least one of them has game.
Yeah. Oh, bro.
Becca has game.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Becca has. Oh yeah, let me show you how to dance. Yeah. Girl, I see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Catching a little vibe.
But then your dad just does a little creepy gas situation.
Yeah.
I knew it happened not just because he knocked her out, but because like general anesthetic for something like that, sometimes you don't need general anesthetic for that. You just numb your face.
Yeah. He was gone overboard. He wanted to do what he wanted to do.
He wanted to do what he wanted to do. And also, have you noticed, from the first episode, I was like, why isn't there a woman in the room? Because typically, like, I'm going to say this as an older woman, when you have your gynecologist appointment or if you have anything to do with something very intimate, you have two people in the room.
Yeah.
So when I had my first gynecologist appointment, I had a male doctor and then like two female nurses.
Yeah.
Because obviously
we're doing
the whole situation.
Very personal stuff.
But this one, you realise, hold on, dentist, calm, okay, but you normally have a nurse in the room anyway when you go to the dentist. You have your dentist and your hygienist nurse in the room.
Yeah.
It's just the dentist on his own.
Yeah, it's creepy.
That's weird. And so from that moment, he was doing the whole touching her up. And then as soon as he knocked her out and she was like doing the Lord's Prayer, she didn't, you know how normally they make you count sheep or something?
Yeah.
Or like say something, doing the Lord's Prayer, and then like you see him remove his robe. I said, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's game. Do you think there's a little messaging going along the fact that she won the bridal thing, but it broke her tooth and led her to this disgusting man?
Because
I feel like there's a message between that.
It's because women who are so prized are more likely to be in those situations, if you get what I mean, because they have this like high echelon situation, or how society perceives them to be, and it's really like bullcrappy.
It felt like it was giving like she's put in this pedestal, but in this very world, she's still seen as like a second class or object.
So like you see, the pedestal. You're put on this pedestal, but this pedestal is a viewing for people to auction you.
Yeah, because then the men can still just do whatever they want to you, even if you're put in the highest praise.
Yeah.
That's what I took from it. So obviously at the end, we're seeing both characters, Daisy and Angus, like both going through like a breakdown. Obviously, Daisy. Yes, Daisy is going for a breakdown because she actually wants to leave, and it's starting to really trip her out, the environment she's in. So she's in a bed, huffing and puffing, crying her eyes out, and of course, Angus finds out that she was assaulted from her dress being
untied.
untied in a way that she didn't tie it. I think it was tied back, but it wasn't the way that she tied it.
So it was all of them were tied except for the one in the middle.
Oh, yeah. And I guess the thing is, she already knew he was creepy. So once she saw that, it just clicked to her like he did.
Yeah.
Did what he did. That was a really heartbreaking scene.
And I think it was like very profound that again, because typically when we get representations of SA in film or TV, they place you in the room. But like stuff like we've been seeing in Sorry Baby and May I Destroy You, they take
me goosebumps.
Yeah. I got the same thing actually. They take you out of the room, but you know exactly what's gone on.
You know exactly what happened. It's beautifully done. It would be nice to look into the director and the writer and see how a little bit about them, because it's quite interesting how the show's going.
I mean, it's based off of a book.
Fair, yeah. So
but I'm actually pulling myself away from trying really hard not to read the book.
Yeah.
Because this is so good, and also I don't want to have the clash of like I have this expectation in the book because of the book versus the TV show.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm excited for next week's episode. This episode, I feel like we're gonna get a little bit of Becca getting a little bit more close to my girl.
No, I think it's gonna be a situation where Becca finds out her dad did a thing, and then she's gonna be pushed away because she thinks that Angus led her dad on.
Good. I think she likes and loves her though.
No, but she'll get jealous because she was like, oh, so you can move to my man dad, but not me.
No, I don't think you would.
No, you can move to my dad, but not me. Well, and bear in mind, we've had like bare private moments where it would have been okay.
I think she's gonna witness him trying to do something to her, or she's gonna get a hint that something's happening.
She's definitely gonna clock on something happened.
Yeah.
But I think she's gonna end up getting jealous because imagine your crush did a thing with your dad,
but she didn't.
No, but the thing is, she doesn't know it, and the way that they've been conditioned, it's like she's the harlot that has lured this man to these actions. She's just as guilty as he is, even though she's actually the victim here.
Yeah.
She's the survivor in the situation.
Yeah.
But the way that they word it in the language, they put it in, she is guilty of luring him to that situation, and isn't it I don't think he touched himself with her. I think he did a lot more. And isn't that like death?
Towards who? The father?
No, either he's going to get chemically castrated or death.
Yeah, if he gets clocked.
If he gets clocked.
Shit. I think he's going to get his demise. I would hope so.
You'd hope so, but do you know how many people get away with that shit?
I'm scared that this show's gonna lean into that of like showing us that some people just get away with these type of things. It's gonna be we'll find out. What's your thoughts on Daisy before we wrap up?
Stay strong, my sister. Viva la revolution!
That's a great way to end it. Well, guys, let us know your prediction and your thoughts on how the show's going in the comments down below. Until next week.
You are gay.